Hi, Nayla Moon here. Today I am continuing on with the series Wreck It Wednesdays. I am going to start today with a page from the book before I show you the cover, and you'll actually see why in just a minute. There are several in this book called Choose Your Own Wrecking Method. So I did that this week, and the one I chose was to cover up the main cover so it looks kind of pretty. And so this is the tape I used. This is duct tape, and as you can see, hopefully see, there we go. There I covered up the front and then put this cute tag on it. This is cherished, that somebody had given me. And then on the back I did the same and put a butterfly on it that says beautiful on it. So it made my cover look pretty. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you today. And I set a little example in the book. So now that you've seen what my record journal is looking like, I'm having issues with light. Sorry, folks. Okay, I wasn't able to use my regular camera today because dingling me ran out of batteries, and so I'm having to use the Cybercam on my laptop. Anyway, I guess you really didn't need to know that. But anyhow, okay, so moving on. I actually did some new pages for Wreck It Wednesday this week, Wednesday, and I also updated some pages. So I thought I would show you both. This next page that I want to show you is actually another Choose Your Own. Apparently I was just into Choose Your Own this past week. But I decided that I wanted to add postage stamps, and I have had quite a little bitty collection of different ones that were really cool, and I didn't want to use them in art necessarily, so I wanted to keep them. But I thought I'd show them to you, and I think they're really pretty awesome in general. So couple from New Zealand, a couple that were sent to me. There's New Zealand ones. Canada. This one is really interesting because this one says Stop Racism, and I thought that was really cool. And the baseball stadium there. And then some stamps, old stamps with presidents. And then these two are really cool as well. So that is my stamp collection of cool stamps that I just wanted to keep. And obviously I don't have much room left, so I probably won't be returning to this page, and it looks like this page is actually done. The next one was copy a public transit route here. Well, it turns out that my husband and I tend to, we really do travel on buses a lot because that's the way we can get around. We don't own a car. So I decided, instead of just drawing the route, I decided to go ahead and get one of the maps of one of the routes that we normally take. And this one is actually Route 43, which is really a normal route for my husband. He uses that route a lot of times when he's going to work, and sometimes I use it if I'm going to go visit him or if I'm going out to Walmart or something. But anyway, so I took part of the route map, if you can see it real carefully. I hate not having part of the route map, and put it as a background, and then cut this part and put it on top. And this was his most recent bus pass, so I thought I would go ahead and just put it in the page as well. And then this is the actual route. So I decided instead of drawing it, I would just put it in, and I made it so that it would fold out, which is really kind of cool. And there's actually the route in bigger version on the back. So either way, I have a small version or a big version. Kind of cool, huh? So Okay, so moving on. Let's see what else I have for you. Okay, the next one was collect numbers from the world here. And so I have been collecting all this week, and this is really kind of fun. They've come from different places. This one obviously is a bus transfer that my husband had used. And then these little numbers right here are something that came out of like an art package, and they're like bingo numbers or something. And that's what this is too, is if you can see, bingo numbers. These blue ones here, these smaller blue ones, are actually the numbers of bus routes again. This one right here, the white one here, is an actual number of the bus that I took this past week. They all have numbers on them in case there's a problem, or in case you actually want to say something good about the driver, which is few and far between. These bigger numbers here and here and right there and up there, they are all numbers from a magazine. So I'm not completely done with this. And and there's also this smaller one here is also about bus route numbers. And this one, not that one. This one right here is actually from a coupon, I think. So anyway, I'm still collecting a few numbers and almost done with this page as well. There won't be much more to do, probably. Moving on, this is one I actually left off from last week. And I meant to say it, I just forgot to do it. This one is write down all the street names in your immediate vicinity. And so I wrote down the street names, as you can see on here. And I colored in the little sign that they had on here because it kind of reminded me of Sesame Street. So I colored it in green, kind of goofy, I know. But anyway, that one's actually done because I only have this, it only said to ask for the street names in the actual vicinity of where I am. So there was 5, and so that's that. That's finished. Moving on. This is an update from last week. This one is the one where the circles, and as you can see, I have added a few circles. Last week I just had just the golf ball ones and just a few things, but I found this old rubber band of mine and put it in a cupcake liner and duct tape, and so I'm still adding a few circles. It's not complete yet, so I'll probably be revisiting that in the near future. This next one is also one that I forgot to update or tell you about last week, and it's not really one you can see, so it's kind of hard to discuss it, but it says infuse this page with a smell of your choosing. Ooh, and it smells good. You want to smell? I wish we had smellogram. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, I infused it with Morocco, Orchid, and Pink Amber body spray, which happens to be this stuff that I got as a gift for my birthday in January. So I really sprayed it, and you can even smell it when I close the book. Very cool. It smells so good. I wish you could smell it. Okay, moving on. I actually did another, I'm saying actually a lot tonight. Sorry, folks. I don't know why. Anyway, I did another choose your own Wreck It method. As I said, I kind of got on a roll with that this week. And I decided that I would add business cards to the page. I have some I've collected a few business cards over the last year, and some of them are really pretty. I mean, they've got some gorgeous art on them, and truth be known, I actually don't use them per se, so I thought they'd be really cool to put in my book just to keep for artwork and such, and there some of them are. I've stapled some on top of each other so you can kind of see that. Oops. I might be adding some more as I go, but this page is pretty well done because I can't add much more on there. But if I do, I'll update you on it for sure. Let's see. The next thing was I was actually getting out and about this week. I'd been sick, so it was nice to get out. And this next page is a work in progress page, and you're supposed to collect things as you go out and about. So we went to a Mexican restaurant, so I kept the receipt, and we went to Rent-A-Center, and we went to the Goodwill, and the Goodwill people were nice enough to give me this little tag here from Goodwill. So I collected that, and as I said, that is also a work in progress. And I think I have one or two more for you still. This next one is take a walk, then stand here. Well, since we are out again, it was muddy from, melted snow and stuff. It's very warm here, but it was still rather muddy. So I decided, of course, since it said take a walk and stand here, we did that. And so it says wipe your feet, and I wiped my feet. You can see that there's my big footprint, and it actually went over a little bit on the other page there. And I think I have one more to share with you. And this one was, while waiting for something, food, a plane, your friend to arrive, write a list of everything you can see. Well, I happened to be, like I said, this week at Goodwill. So I was writing things down, everything that I saw at Goodwill. And if you notice, things say like rocking chairs, exit sign, teddy bears, bird feeder, mirrors, fire alarms, signs, old trunk, and fishbowl. And then I also saw this kid staring at me. I don't know why exactly he was staring at me, except that maybe he was just curious as to what I was doing. He just kept walking around in circles for me. It was making me kind of nervous, but oh well. And lastly, I have added to my stain log this week. This week I added green sauce. There's this Mexican restaurant that is right behind us. It's so good, so good. And they have huge burritos with this green sauce that called verde, which literally means green sauce. And so I decided to take a little bit of that and added the green sauce to my stain log. And then on top of that one was that one right there, which is peanut butter. And I had eaten a few peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which I like to have once in a while. So I decided that peanut butter needed to be on my stain log, which totally makes sense. So that is it this week for Wreck It Wednesdays. And I hope you like it. I hope you're following along. And I will see you next time. Bye.